Welcome back.
What's up, guys? I hope you missed us. Already messing up. Anyway, so if you guys don't know who I am already, I am David with L&DFitness here in Cantonment specifically. And like last Monday, we have our wonderful Brandon here.
Welcome back.
So, Motivation Monday, we're keeping it going. So we're kind of jumping into a two-part series just because there's a lot of information here, and we're going to kind of talk about what motivates you in life. There's different variables that motivate people in life. Most people have no idea what motivates them. They just get up in the morning, get ready for work, go to work, do their 9 to 5, go home, eat dinner, go to bed. They don't know what they want to do in life. And they're not fulfilling their calling. They're not chasing their dreams. So we're going to talk about some of the factors, 6 to be more specific, but only 3 today, that motivate people. So before we get started, anything you want to throw in there?
This is a loaded topic, guys. We could probably talk for an hour on this topic.
Easy.
But we tried narrowing it down to 6. Everybody's got different passions, different goals, different dreams, and, really what gets them out of bed in the morning. And this isn't to knock, because I probably will say some things that sound like I'm kind of knocking the society 9 to 5 that, is kind of laid out on us, where it's okay to work 20 years and, you do your 9 to 5, you provide for your family, and then you call it good at 62. I'm not knocking that, but, that lifestyle, it's kind of a different time now. A lot of people are getting into the entrepreneurship world, and myself being one of them. It's fun to be your own boss. It's fun to create your own way. Again, nothing with the 9 to 5 that's a problem. It's just, it's coming more to the light now that's not for everybody. Okay,
yeah.
So we kind of maybe get into some of that a little bit, but not knocking the 9 to 5. That's for some people.
And there's just so much opportunity for people. You don't have to stick with it. Like we're talking about, we're not knocking the 9 to 5. There's so much opportunity out there for you to do something that you love, something that you're passionate about. And, you may not be able to make, a living off of it just yet, but eventually you could. But jumping right into things, we're going to be talking about the 6 common factors that motivate people. And we're going to be talking about the first 3 this Monday. So the first thing that we've kind of compiled together that motivates people is money or rewards. So is that truly what you want? Are you working for money, or are you just going to work to pay for the bills? Or is it the feeling of you getting that money? Is it the reward? When you understand what you're truly after, then you will kind of get the value of the journey more, if that makes sense. Money is just a reward. When you're playing a game, the money is a reward, but what makes you win the game is your progress. And that's what all of this is about, is progress. You want to focus on the progress for the end result. Yeah.
So, also about money. Money's not a terrible thing. I hear a lot of people say, money's the root of all evil, or, you don't chase money. There's nothing wrong with money. People chase it, and yes, it can bring you some fulfillment, but as David was saying, the progress, the journey. You definitely want to enjoy that too. But I'm not going to say there's anything wrong with grinding out for money. As long as your priorities are straight. If you have family, if you have kids, you're keeping your values and your morals and your obligations in line. There's nothing wrong with chasing money. A big example of that's been kind of a staple in my life is I think for probably the past 10 or 11 years, I've always had at least 2 jobs, sometimes 3. Not because I needed it, just because I want things in life. We were actually talking about this earlier today. Mm-hmm. I'm okay with doing without a little bit now, and I don't mean doing without like letting it cut into my family and time, my family time and stuff like that, which I am guilty of. Stuff like that has happened, but I mean doing without a little bit, like not buying all the extravagant things now. Grinding now, 2 jobs, 3 jobs, going without now so that I can have later. I'm a big believer in if you're passionate about something, whether it be a service to others, doing something that you want to do in life, whatever your overarching dream is, money's not going to make you a worse person chasing it. All it does is give you a bigger platform to do the things and pursue more of the things you want to pursue in life. I have a lot of things that I want to pursue in life. I don't just have one overarching goal, except I like everything to be around servicing other people. Outside of that, I've got 10 things I want to do in this life before I die. So money's not a terrible thing. I mean, you can grind for money. Just, make sure you are enjoying the journey and the progress, as David was talking about.
Yeah, and just touching based on that, Dave Ramsey, if you guys don't know who Dave Ramsey is, do your research. But he talks about living how others don't live now so you can live how others don't live later. Mm-hmm. It's all about, like Brandon said, chasing money is fine, but what is the reason why you're chasing that money?
Yeah.
Brandon wants to be able to retire early. He wants to be able to enjoy his life, not knocking the 9 to 5, working for 20 years and then retiring. He wants to be able to retire and enjoy his life, just like myself, just like most people that are going to be watching this video too. So, money and rewards is normally what drives or motivates people. Anything else you want to add to that before we jump on the next thing?
Yeah, that's good.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. All right, so the desire to be the best. These kind of people work hard every single day. There's the kind of people that if they hear somebody's waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning, they're going to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Mm-hmm. They're willing to sacrifice their weekends. They're willing to sacrifice their time with their family. They're willing to make all the sacrifices that others aren't to get that head start. I mean, with both of us being in the service, how many people do you think that really actually were motivated by being the best?
Some of the ones that I still keep in contact with today had that same mentality, of a lot of us. You want to do the things that others don't so that you can have the things that others want. That's a cliche saying, but it couldn't be more true. One of The Rock's favorite sayings, which, is obviously a huge idol of a lot of us, be the hardest working one in the room. If you're the smartest one in the room, well, then now you're in the wrong room, get in a different room. There's nothing wrong. Again, it seems like I'm defending them. We're not really attacking them, but... Yeah. Being driven by competition, that's a big one. I played multiple sports, my whole life. Baseball predominantly, but I played multiple sports. Having a competitive edge and having that be a thing that drives you, that gets you out of bed in the morning, absolutely. If that's what your driving force is, hey, whatever gets you out of bed in the morning and has you working on your dreams is okay.
Yeah. And with these things that we're talking about too, guys, you're not just going to be designated to one because you're going to have a blend of all of them. Like for me, when I was powerlifting, I wanted to be the best. When I stepped on a platform, the first thing I asked myself was who was coming in second. I would do more reps than everybody else. I would eat more things. So I'm guilty of that one too. But if you feel like that might be you, that you have that desire to be the best, are you willing to take those steps to make it necessary? Are you going to get up early? Are you willing to make those sacrifices? That's what you have to ask yourself. Am I willing? Are you willing? Mm-hmm. And the third one we're going to talk about is helping others. This one, both of us, we both feed off of it. We get motivated by helping others. Seeing others succeed truly motivates us and inspires us. We want to see changes in people's lives and see them have a better future. And what better place to do it here at the gym? We get to see people come in, I want to lose 50 pounds. And when we see them get to actually make it happen, or if you're talking technique to somebody and you're like, hey, this is what you got to do here, and then that light bulb goes off and you're like, you did it, finally, like you got it. Like it's helping others helps motivate people. And that's just something me and Brandon both share. We love motivating. We get motivated by helping others. Yeah. And I know you got some good stuff to talk about with this too. So
look at this video. We wouldn't be sitting here right now if this one didn't motivate us. I listen to a lot of podcasts. I'm not going to try to push my beliefs on anybody, but I listen to a lot of podcasts. And any of the big innovators in the world, anybody that you talk about that's leading in any type of industry, one thing that they always talk about, and they always say, you always hear them say words like manifest, visualize, the universe, power, frequency, things like that. They all talk the same. And another thing they always talk about too is how if you're just in the game to chase money, I'm not saying that there aren't some that maybe people have met that, they have 7-8 figure companies and, they're not good people. Because those are out there. But for the most part, I hear so many successful people, like very successful people, say that if you're in the game just to make money and that's it, you might make money, but you're not going to have a lot of fulfillment out of it. That is not going to fulfill your purpose. You're going to be waking up empty and going to bed empty each night. But the one thing I always hear, and I try to live by, and I've been guilty of chasing money too, just to chase money. But the one thing that I've been trying to live my life by that I feel like has been a game changer for me is that if you decide that you want to, instead of chase money, you want to provide a service, and you're dedicated to providing a service, well then money is going to be a byproduct of that. If you're in the game to help people, to genuinely make people's lives better on whatever platform that might be, it's inevitable. The abundance is going to show up. That's just the way it works. That whether you believe your higher power to be God, the universe, whatever, we won't get into any of that, but whatever you believe your higher power to be, I feel passionately about that's the way it works. If you're in the game to help others, you are going to get it back. That's the way it works.
Yep. And that just brings me to my favorite thing to tell people, every person that comes into this place, is worry more about making a difference, because anybody can make $1, but not everybody can make a difference. I love this.
That was good.
I love this.
Yeah,
I love Mondays. I love Motivation Mondays. So guys, if anybody is watching now who wasn't watching earlier, we were talking about the 6 common factors that motivate people. Watch this video in the future, but if you're just now watching now, the first one is money and rewards. Second one is desire to be the best. And then the third,
helping others.
Helping others.
Service to others.
That's what this is for you guys. It doesn't take much for us to pop on a video and just talk to you guys, but we want to help somebody. Everybody that sees this, if you share it, if you feel like somebody's going to benefit from it, share it.
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be on the timeline. Just share it and send it in the messenger. We want to motivate you. And if there's things that we can do to help motivate you, let us know. It's what we're here for. We're here for you.
Yeah, and if we get, and we talk about this a lot, like leading up to making these videos, he might get a message or something like that, or somebody might say something to me like, hey, I saw that video. God, it really, really helped get me out of bed the next morning. Or, I really have been dragging my ass lately, and this was really what I needed. If we get one of those stories, just one, I don't care if 1,000 people watch this video, if we get one of those stories, it was worth it to us to take the 10 minutes to do this. And, we're just going to want to keep doing it. If we affect one person, then it was worth it to do it.
Yep. That's all this is for. This is here for you guys, I think that pretty much covers everything.
Yeah, I think so. For part 1.
For part 1. So stay tuned for next Monday, part 2. 3 more factors that motivate people. For anybody that's just now watching this, if you're just not catching the end of it, I'm Dave with Anytime Fitness in Cantonment.
Brandon.
All right. Brandon is available for coaching as well. So if you haven't had your free session yet with Brandon, you're missing out. You better come and get it, especially before the holidays.
Mm-hmm. Don't wait till New Year's.
Yeah,
guys.
Don't wait till New Year's.
Don't be that guy.
Don't
or
procrastinate.
Gal. Again, not knocking anybody, but I get it. It's December. Holidays are coming up. We're gonna eat like kids who just got out of prison. I got it.
Oh yeah.
You don't have to wait. Why wait? Why do you wait till next Monday? Why do you wait till January 1st? Get in here and get after it now. Get a head start on everybody that's waiting until January.
Exactly. I know I gained 9 pounds from Thanksgiving. I'm going to gain like 10 pounds for Christmas. All right, guys. Hope y'all have a blessed evening. Share this video. Comment. Follow me on YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube. Check out my blog. I'm trying to blast everybody on there. I want you to follow so I can give you this free content on motivation, health, and fitness. All right, guys. Y'all have a great evening. Doses.